seated.
Well, good afternoon, our family and friends. We've been invited here today to share with Johnny and Jenna at this very important moment in their life. For this is the day they've chosen to become husband and wife. I know Johnny and Jenna appreciate that all of you are here to share and celebrate with them on this, their wedding day, especially those of you who have traveled many miles to be with them. You have been such an important part of their journey to this day, and they want you to know how thankful they are for all the love and all the support you have shown to them. Now, marriage joins two people in the circle of its love. Marriage is a commitment to life, to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. It is a physical and emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. Within the circle of its love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. For a wife and a husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and critic. And there may come times when one partner is heartbroken or ailing, and the love of the other may resemble the tender caring of a parent for a child. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller. Memories are fresher. Commitment is stronger. And even anger is felt more strongly and passes away more quickly. For marriage understands and forgives the mistakes that life is unable to avoid. It encourages and nurtures new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing a love that is deeper than life. And so when two people pledge their love and their care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique unto themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. For marriage is a promise. It is a potential that is made in the two hearts of people who love each other. It takes a lifetime to fulfill. And so Jenna and Johnny, we are here not only to witness your commitment to each other, but also to ask God's blessings upon your future together. And so it is before God and in his presence we come together today, for marriage is one of the most sacred of his wishes. And now through me, God will join you, Johnny, and you, Jenna, together in one of the holiest of bonds. So let us bow for a word of prayer. Our gracious God, our hearts are filled with great happiness on this, the wedding day of Jenna and Johnny. They come before you this day and they pledge their lives and their hearts to one another. Grant that they may be ever true and loving, that they'd live together in such a way they'd never bring heartbreak into their marriage. We pray that you'd richly bless them as they exchange their vows and their wedding rings. From this day forward, they'd walk hand in hand into everything you've destined them to be. We give our hearts and our beings to you now, and we welcome your presence among us. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Now, before we proceed further, Jenna and Johnny want to take a moment to remember several loved ones who are no longer with us, especially Jenna's father, James. Prior to his passing, John met her dad and received his blessing to marry his daughter. James' life touched Jenna, helped her become the woman that Johnny fell in love with. And so would you join our bride and groom in remembering their loved ones with a moment of silent reflection? Thank you. Jen and Johnny have also asked me to publicly express their love and appreciation to each of you, their parents, for the love that you have given to them. Now, each set of parents have been married in excess of 40 years. What a blessing that is to Johnny and Jenna. For it is through you that they have learned the meaning of the words to love, honor, and respect. And it is with these gifts that you have bestowed upon your children that they will now come to share and exchange with each other. And it is a tribute to you that they now stand before each other. And as each set of parents have enjoyed more than 40 years of married life, and it is not just their love for each other that has brought them to this point, but it is also your love for them. And for that, they say thank you. And as they embrace their new families in love, they that have been brought together, their families have been brought together on this special occasion. And so as a token of their love for their families, John and Jenny would like to offer the symbol of eternal love, a rose, to each of their mothers.
Love you so much.
Hey, daughter. Love you.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
I suspect the puppy is wondering where his rose is. You know, like any modern couple, Johnny and Jenna's love story started with a swipe of the finger. When Jenna swiped on the best-looking boy in all of Orlando, Finney, Johnny's golden retriever. Well, after connecting, and not Jenna and Finney, but Jenna and Johnny, I think, right? They met for their first date in March of 2021. That lasted 6 hours. 2 months later, Johnny officially asked Jenna to be his girlfriend on the announcement board of Wrigley Field in Chicago. And toward the beginning of their relationship, when Jenna and her family went through a life-changing situation and one of the toughest trials of life, their relationship grew stronger. Going through this time revealed to both of them how great they are together and how they grew stronger as a couple. On September 16th, with permission from her dad, Johnny asked Jenna to be his wife, where it all started, at Wrigley Field. They couldn't be more thankful that their paths in life led them to each other. They maintain open communication, mutual trust and respect, the feeling of being home when they are with one another. Their shared values and goals, coupled with their fun nature, has made them and made for them a vibrant relationship. And each day, Johnny and Jenna reflect on how lucky they are to truly have found their life partner. Well, Johnny and Jenna, it is now time for you to express your vows of love and devotion to each other. You are about to make promises to one another that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of one another, to stand up for one another, to find happiness in each other. And there is a simple premise to each of these promises. You are vowing to be there. You're teaming up and you're saying to each other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. And so, John, do you freely and of your own will come this day to take Jenna to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And Jenna, do you freely and of your own will come this day to take Johnny to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Well, at this time, our couple is going to share their vows personally with one another. I believe John's going to go first. Can you get that microphone?
Jenna, the day we shared with each other that we loved each other, we jokingly asked, "What is time?" As I reflected on our relationship and the journey that's brought us together, I kept thinking about that day and that question. For me, time was something that was necessary to learn what I truly need in a partner. I've never trusted or respected anyone so deeply. I've never been able to communicate with someone so openly. Your confidence, your intelligence, your ambition, your drive, your passion, your beauty, and your vibrant personality, you are everything I've ever hoped and prayed for. I've never met anyone like you. You still make me nervous, and yet And yes, I still have a big crush on you. I say it to you every day, and I always will. I truly am the lucky one. Time is something that stands still when I'm with you. I feel like I've known you my whole life. Since our very first date, I can get completely lost in conversation with you. Hours feel like minutes, minutes feel like seconds. No matter what's happening around us or in our lives, as long as we're together, everything else is secondary. I am home with you. Time is something I've cherished spending with our families. The importance you place on family, the way you are with our nieces and nephews, and the way you care for me and Finney is part of what makes you the perfect partner. I feel so fortunate to have spent as much time as I did with your dad, and I am thankful that he trusted me and gave me his blessing on our marriage. I made a promise to him to always take care of you and our family, and that's the easiest promise I've ever made. Time will be something that I will always dedicate to you and to our family. I will always put in the effort. I am so proud of the life we are building together. Every moment, every adventure, there's no one I'd rather share it with. Like you always say, this is and will be a fun life. Most of all, time is what I plan to spend with you for the rest of my life. We will be the little old couple that's still crazy in love with each other decades from now. This is it for me. Jenna, you're perfect. But you're right, we are perfect. I love you forever.
I love you too. That was really good. Okay. All right, I can hold it. Yes, thank you. So this is love. On our first date, we talked about how amazing life would be to find a partner that had it all. To be the couple in the room who are clearly soulmates. To find a true partner and not settle for anything less. Little did we know, we already had. John O'Hara, you have it all. You care for others, always going above and beyond to be a good person. You are spontaneous and fun and know that life is meant to be lived. You are handsome, and we have a magnetic mutual attraction to each other. You are intelligent beyond belief and driven to achieve your goals. You believe that the value of family is worth more than the value of money. You know that a great relationship requires effort, that you put in the effort for us each day. You make me feel loved, beautiful, and safe. With you, I am home. I didn't know love until I found you. You are the partner I have been waiting for. You came into my life when God knew I would need you the most. And during extremely trying times, our relationship only became stronger. Committing the rest of my life to you is an easy decision because I can't imagine a life without you. So, to you, as your wife, I promise this. I will always work for our relationship, putting in effort each day I will never stop dating you. I will be faithful to you, never compromising the trust we have built. I will be your best friend and have fun with you along the way. I will be there in good times and in bad, knowing there will be both. We will get through anything together with the support of family. I will be the best version of myself so we can be the best version of us. I will remain a true partner and never take you for granted. I promise to love you all of the days of my life.
I love you.
Love you too.
And now, Jen and Johnny, do you have rings for each other to symbolize these vows you've just made?
Yes, we do.
Rings, please. Okay, palms up.
That's for you, and one for you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you both have chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these precious vows you've just spoken to one another. And you know, just like the metal and the diamonds that were molded into these rings, love comes from humble beginnings. We're imperfect beings shaping into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. And so as you look at these rings over the years, I hope you'll remember, you have created something invaluable. And just as I know you're going to protect these rings, I am confident that you're going to protect the commitments that you are making to one another this day. And now, Johnny, as you place the ring on Jenna's finger, would you please say to her, I, Johnny, give to you, Jenna,
I, John, give to you, Jenna,
this ring
this ring
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to love, honor, and respect you.
to love, honor, and respect you.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I pledge my love and faithfulness to you,
I pledge my love and faithfulness to you
today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
And likewise, Jenna, as you place the ring on John's finger, would you please say to him, I, Jenna, give to you, John,
I, Jenna, give to you, John,
this ring
this ring
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to love, honor, and respect you.
to love, honor, and respect you.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I pledge my love and faithfulness to
I
you,
pledge my love and faithfulness to you
today, tomorrow, and always.
today, tomorrow, and always.
And now, Jen and Johnny, I want you to join all four hands, and I want you to look down at each other's hands, and I want you to see the gift that these hands are to you. For these are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on this your wedding day as you promise to love each other, today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future, and will passionately love you and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief temporarily comes your way, and will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement to chase down your dreams, and will hold you tight as you struggle through the difficult times, giving you the strength when you need it. These are the hands that will lift your chin and brush your cheek, as they raise your face to look into eyes that are filled with overwhelming love for you. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch of these hands. Well, Jen and John, I want to wish you both much love and happiness as you begin your new journey as husband and wife. As you walk hand in hand into the future, cherish each moment as a gift given to strengthen the bond between you. For there will always be new opportunities and new experiences to fall deeper in love with one another. And so remind yourselves often of what has brought you together and what holds you together. And remember, keep lots of laughter in your life and love will never be far behind. I leave you now with the following words. May the love that has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives. May you meet with courage the problems that arise to challenge you, and may your relationship always be one of love and trust. May you always see and encourage each other, and may you always be each other's best friend and greatest love. And may the happiness that you share today be with you always. Well, John and Jenna, you have come before us, and you have expressed your desire to be husband and wife. You've shown your love and affection by joining hands. You've made promises of faith and devotion to each other. You have sealed these promises with the exchange of rings. So why don't you take your last deep breaths as single individuals? For by the power invested in me as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and in accordance with the laws of the great state of Florida, I now pronounce you are husband and wife. Johnny, you may kiss your bride. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present to you, for the very first time as husband and wife, let's give a big welcome to Mr. and Mrs. John and Jenna O'Hara.
You did so good. We're married.
Yesterday, found myself in the city near Piccadilly. Don't really know how I got here. I got some pictures on my phone, new names and numbers that I don't know. Address to places like Abbey Road. Day turns to night, night turns to whatever we want. We're young enough to say, oh, this has gotta be the good life. This has gotta be the good life. This could really be the good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good, good life. To my friends in New York, I say hello. My friends in LA, they don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes there's airplanes that don't work now. We have got our stories, but please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy like a fool, you let it take you over. When everything is out, you gotta take it in. Oh, this has gotta be the good life. This has gotta be the good life. This could really be a good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight.
That's right. Put your hands together for John and Jeannie. They're going to be followed by the mother of the bride, Georgine, and our cute ring bearers, Braxton and Bowden. That's the pose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our bridal party introductions. Put your hands together for our first bridesmaid and groomsmen, Brittany and Jeff. Jeff, did she send you? Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those hands going for Jessica and Ben.
Need somebody to help me say it one time.
Oh, there's the toast. Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have Karini. Almost messed it up anyway. Karini and Patrick.
You know, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Jessica and Charlie. Jesse and Charlie. Sorry, Jesse. It's always that first step. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Katie and Andrew. They also have the cutest members of our bridal party, our flower girl, Brooklyn and Scarlett. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for our best man and maid of honor, Jason and Nikki.
Come on, y'all, let's say it one more time. Long, tall Sally.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that means it is now time. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you for the first time as husband and wife. That's right, Florida's newest newlyweds. We've got John and Jenna O'Hare. All right, John, since you have that beautiful bride right there in the center of the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our first dance. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our first dance.
Hello, everybody. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Jason. I'm Johnny's best friend. And for the next 40 minutes, I am going to be your tour guide through the lives of Jenna Papish and Johnny O'Hara. I want to start off by thanking everyone who made it here today to celebrate the bride and groom. Weddings are amazing. It's when two people come together and decide, out of millions of people out there, that this is the best man in the world. I want to say thank you. And you guys are right. You can ask my wife, Kristen. I have long speculated that I am better than everyone else. And now it's official. But enough about how great I am. I'm here to talk about Johnny. But where do I begin with Johnny? He's smart, he's charming, he's handsome. I can't read your handwriting. What does it say there? He's sexy, devilish, and was that you? Tasty? Nice. Sorry, in all seriousness, I really want to talk about Johnny. Growing up with only sisters, Johnny and I have always looked at one another as more than friends. Our parents even took to calling each other their adoptive sons. I think I spent more time at the O'Hara's house than I spent in my own house. Johnny is the godfather to both of my daughters, who, along with my wife Kristen, adore Uncle Johnny almost as much as I do. I mean, what's not to like? He's cool, he's likable, and always a good time to be around. I have never known anyone who has met Johnny that didn't like him. One of his friends that are here tonight can tell you that he is a good friend. He's the kind of person that you can always have a good time around, as long as he has carefully planned out that good time with an extremely detailed itinerary down to what we are drinking, what we are eating, where we are going, and what we are doing. Like every famous couple throughout history, the story of Johnny and Jenna is classic boy sees girl's thirst trap on a dating app, swipes right, and hopes for the best. As fate would have it, our boy Johnny, Jenna thought his dog was really cute and decided to take a chance. I remember when Johnny first told me about Jenna after their first date, he was really intimidated by her. As he described her, she was out of his league in every way. She was beautiful, successful, and smart. I was planning a trip to come spend Johnny's birthday with him, so naturally this had me excited to potentially meet Jenna. Surprisingly, she agreed to have me as the third wheel on their second date, which, not a great idea, but this had me cautiously optimistic about her. As little did she know what she had signed up for. The night led to Mexican food, Flip Cup, and a Disney Power Hour. God bless you. Throughout the night, I could tell right away that Johnny found a good one. She paid for dinner, so that was great. And I can't prove it, but I think she let us win all those games of Flip Cup because nobody is that bad at Flip Cup. I think we can all agree, though, Johnny was right. Jenna, you are truly one of a kind, and I couldn't be happier that Johnny was lucky enough to find someone who challenges him, cares for him, and loves him the way that you do. Jenna, you're pretty lucky, too. You get to leave here with an awesome dress and a great bouquet of flowers. Together, you two have traveled the world and gone on some amazing adventures. Jenna, you even put up with Johnny's very unhealthy relationship with the Buffalo Bills. Throughout your relationship, I've seen you two become more than partners, but have become each other's best friends. I can tell you from experience, marrying your best friend is the best adventure of your life. I am honored to be a part of that adventure with you. So if everyone could raise their glasses with me and toast to the bride and groom and to a lifetime of happiness and adventure.
First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us here today to celebrate Jenna and Johnny. Some of you traveled from Illinois, New York, and other parts of the country to be with them. Jenna and Johnny, I hope you feel the love surrounding you today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jenna's older sister, Nikki. We are 3 years apart, and while growing up, we couldn't have been more opposite of one another. Let me tell you a little bit about Jenna as a young child. Jenna was actually a bit of a tomboy. She liked to dig for worms, catch frogs and insects, go fishing, and get dirty. Basically all the things that my boys, Braxton and Bowden, love to do now. She even took a hunter safety course when she was 10 to be able to go hunting on the weekends with my father. I didn't mind all that, but I like to keep my distance, especially from the bugs. When Jenna was young, she wasn't fond of school, and she liked to fake being sick to get out of going whenever she could. But if I ever had to miss a day of school, I would cry my eyes out. In fact, Jenna was a homebody when she was little. She even told my parents that she was never going to move away and she was going to live at their house forever. I always told them that once I graduated, I was going to move to California. My family and I currently live 2 miles from my parents' house. Boy, how the tables have turned. Growing up, Jenna's bedroom wasn't the cleanest room in the house. Right, Mom? Right. When we were older and started borrowing each other's clothes, I would always make sure that I would clean her items and hang them back up in her closet before she even noticed that something was missing. But if I had a missing shirt, I could always find it under a pile of clothes on her floor, stuffed at the bottom of her hamper. This usually led to some sort of fight. One thing about Jenna that has never changed is her fun, bubbly personality. She is more like my dad, where she has no problem talking to complete strangers. I'm more standoffish, and I'm sure some of her childhood friends sitting here today would probably agree that I wasn't always the nicest older sister. It's a wonder that we became so close. When I moved away to college, Jenna and I became the best of friends. I guess time away makes the heart grow fonder. There are so many stories that I could share with you all today, but I think those memories are best kept between me as Jenna, as our mom still thinks that we are her perfect little angels. We don't want to disappoint you, Mom. As you can see, we're not the same girls that we were growing up. Jenna is far from the little tomboy that she used to be. She is beautiful inside and out, intelligent, kind-hearted, and I'm so proud of the woman she has become. I am happy that Jenna has found someone who loves her for who she is and brings out the best in her. This brings me to Johnny. Johnny, I remember when my dad and I were taking a walk last June. He told me that you had asked my sister, that you had asked him to marry my sister. For those of you that knew my dad, you know that my dad liked to talk a lot, and your secrets were never safe with him. Sorry, Johnny. but he told me that he was happy that Jenna had found someone that was her person, someone that was her equal, and her best friend. He knew that you would always take care of her, and I know that that gave him comfort. I knew you were a keeper when you spent all day from sun up to sundown last Father's Day staining my parents' massive deck on the back of their house. Even though you looked like a lobster by the end of the day, you didn't quit until the job was done. Jenna, I hope your sunscreen skills have since improved, for Johnny's sake at least. Anyway, that day you showed me that you would always put my sister first. I want to thank you for being there for me, my mom, and especially my sister during the most difficult time of our lives. It is clear that Jenna and Johnny are made for one another. I'm so happy for the two of you and wish you all the happiness in the world. You truly are the perfect match. May your love for each other continue to grow stronger with each passing day. I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you will experience in the future. Let's raise a glass to the newlyweds. I love you both, and I'm so honored to stand by your side on this special day. Congrats to Jenna and Johnny. Cheers.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you who have gathered here today. There are no words to express my appreciation for you being here and sharing this day with Jenna and Johnny. Jenna, I know your father's with us today. He wouldn't miss this for the world. You brought your dad and I great joy the day you entered the world and made us officially a family of 4. We watched you grow into the amazing woman that you are. Beautiful, creative, independent, strong, generous, and compassionate, just to say a few. I am thrilled to see that you've met the person of your dreams. Johnny, the man that continues to give you a smile on your face each and every day. Johnny, I'd like to officially welcome you into our family. Jeannie and John, thank you for raising such an amazing young man. Thank you. Jenna and Johnny, I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about the life lessons that your dad and I learned along the way. Remember always to make time for each other. Communicate openly and honestly. Respect and love each other unconditionally. And never take each other for granted. May you be lucky enough to experience the love your father and I have for each other. Remember, love is always worth it. Now, if everyone would join me, please raise your glasses for Jenna and Johnny. I wish you the best life has to offer. Cheers.